Okay, here we are at Ayton 2018, and let's do a bit of videoing. So here on table number 1 in the Currybad Pass, we have the forces of Cress, commanded by this man, perhaps, there he is, Peter Mark Smith, and Andy over there, commanding Altefritzenburg, and we'll look at their lines in a second. And we have the forces of Albion, commanded by Jeremy, and St Paulin, commanded by Gary, and Schwitz, part of Schwitz I should say, the nasty part of Schwitz, commanded by Jamie. But look at them all, carpet of figures, magnificent. Perps has a hussar elephant, which is doing really well, not. Yeah, forces of Cress. Ooh. And the village there in the Currybad Pass, which Perps has been defending brilliantly. Actually, enemy charge just been moved back there, they bounced off. Look at the troops of Albion. Yes, we know they look a bit British, but they're not really, honest.
And they're not being charged in the flank.
And honestly, they're not being charged in the flank. That would be a mistake. Just looks that way. They're just in the way. Look at this. Whoa. Oh yes. Cameraman at work. Cameraman at work. Beep, beep, beep. And here we go. Isn't this fantastic? It's Gary making decisions, questioning my rules yet again. Oh yes.
Clarifying, Henry.
Clarifying. There we go. Look at all these fantastic troops. St Paulin. Beautiful, mostly Mindens.
So that's 3 base widths, they can go sideways, 3
from Gary's collection, absolutely fantastic. Yes, you can see some Spencer Smith Grincers. They're actually part of the Gateway Alliance, who we'll talk to in a minute. A couple of my old cannon as well here, the red ones. Here we've got a big beefy fight about to happen with some dragoons charging uphill against Jaeger in the woods. We'll see how that pans out. They managed to make the charge. Cavalry sweeping around the flank here. This is all very kind of uphill, rocky ground, stream, half speed. It's got a couple of fords now and a bridge. Let's go around the back of the Altefritzenburg lines and have a look at the view from behind Andy's cannon there. Look at that. Fantastic. Along the Altefritzenburg lines, looking across to this massive force from St Paulin and Albion and Schwitz coming towards us. Yes, there's more British that look like British, but they actually aren't. They're Schwitzigers. As I said, Schwitz is a divided country at the moment. There's 2 parts to Schwitz, one which is pro-Gronwisian and one part which is pro-Prunkland. It's on the verge of civil war.
That's going to be medium range.
Here's the village. I made these houses out of cardboard boxes.
First fire, take it down to 3, but you
this lovely well was sent to me by Sean in Canada. Sean, who has articles on terrain building, published in Wargame Soldiers and Strategy. Marvellous. And I'll pull back and you can see all the advances coming. Lots of advancing happening. And there's the team pondering. And it's currently about 10 to 3 in the afternoon, so there's a couple more hours of play today. And this big column marching up the valley around the flank. Okay, that's fantastic there. Let's have a look here, swing around to the other table, which is on the approach to Currybad, where these are all the palm trees I made just in the week building up to the event as well. Put them all on bases and stuff. Palm trees bought on eBay. Here we go. The first elements of Prunkland's light forces have arrived on the table. So actual Westerners on the table as well. And here's Simon. Who's General von Hauptzeiger, who is the head of the Prunkländische Ostindische Kompanie. Yeah, say that when you've had a few bevies. Die rolling going on. There's Mark on the right, known as Peeler. Ian in the centre, known as Essex Boy, and Ken on the left, Marshal Ney from their forum. And Dave, who's disappeared, I'll show you Dave, who's over there with a cup of tea. There's Dave. Should be here. He's changed tables from me. He and Simon have been commanding hordes of natives assailing the march column of the Gateway Alliance and Jalisco and Aytonia, who are doing their best to get to the Currybad Pass, but they're having a bit of a tough time of it. So let's walk around the table. Lots of natives. The appearance of the natives is all randomly generated. Move by move, the natives come, go, disappear, attack, retreat, whatever. It's all semi-automated. And here's the Gateway, magnificent force of Gateway Alliance just starting to come onto the table here. The Aytonians, some of whom have what's the unit with the distinctive pink coats, Mark? Peelers Pensioners in pink. Peelers Spinsters or Pensioners? Oh, I'm not going to get into that. Some wonderful... Yes, we know they look Mexican, but they're not really, because it's Imagi-nations. Look at these magnificent... These are the Wars of the Spanish Succession and Wars of the Austrian Succession Spencer Smith range that Ian uses for his Gateway Alliance. Aren't they beautiful? And other figures you can see on the table, Foundry and Minden and goodness knows what, all sorts. These magnificent Zulus are from Gary Phillips's collection. He very kindly brought about 800 natives for people to use. Big bust up in the centre with natives got into the centre of the table. This wasn't supposed to happen. Look at this huge melee here. Some fantastic action here. That's Simon's beautiful elephant. Shall we zoom in on Simon's beautiful elephant? Look at that. Absolutely magnificent. Okay. And a quick look over here. And yes, the forces of Jalisco have been stopped dead in their tracks by native attacks. We didn't think the natives were going to do this well, but there we go. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are on the two tables at about 10 to 3 in the afternoon on the Saturday, the first day. The objective of the Westernish forces on this table is to get to the other end of the table. You can see they've still got about, oh my goodness me, about 9 feet to go to get to that house. Whether they'll make it in time, I don't know. It'll make things complicated for the campaign tomorrow if they don't. So there we are. So there's table number 1 with all the column of march action, and column number 2 up in the pass, looking absolutely jam-packed full of troops. And that's where we are at the moment.